Anxious Democrats are calling in former President Obama to headline rallies in New Jersey and Virginia the weekend before Election Day to drum up support in the high-profile races in those two states for governor. Kayla McGee-White, Fox News contributing Steamboat Institute fellow here now, along with Megan Hayes, former Biden director of message planning. So Obama has officially endorsed Spanberger. He's going to come out and campaign. I mean, she's pulling out the big guns here in the short strokes of this campaign. It's getting tight.
I mean, I don't think it's getting tight enough where they're in fear of losing. I think that this is what happens at every election. I think that this is what everyone does. You always pull out your big surrogates. They come out, and that's why we have big concerts during the presidential election with big rock stars. So this is not unusual, and I think that this just goes to highlight that this is an important race to Democrats, and they need to have the momentum going into Election Day.
So she seems to think that Spanberger's got the edge. I mean, some of the polls are narrowing a little bit. President Trump has thrown his support behind Winsome Earl-Sears, though not officially endorsing. Here's what he said on Air Force One.
I think the Republican candidate is very good, and I think she should win because the Democrat candidate's a disaster.
So it's an important race. Why not an official endorsement?
I think he should make the official endorsement, especially since he's made an official endorsement.
But why do you think he's not?
I think he probably has some issues with some of the things that Winsome Earl-Sears has said about him in the past. I think that it might be a bit of an ego problem here. But the fact of the matter is that she's infinitely better than Abigail Spanberger. And especially if you're going to treat these elections as a sort of bellwether for how the country feels about your administration, you should throw your weight behind the Republican candidates, and you should want them to have a very strong showing.
All right, so let's go to New Jersey now because time is a little bit short. Mikey Sherrill against Jack Ciattarelli. Those polls are tightening. The polls in 2021 undercounted Ciattarelli by about 6 points. Some polls he's within that margin. And Mikey Sherrill seems to have two problems, the military record and then how she made $7 million without really even realizing it. Remember what she told Charlamagne the God here.
Well, did you make $7 million in stock trades at all? Or?
I haven't. I don't believe I did, but I'd have to go see what that was alluding to.
You get an opportunity to just clear it up. I think you should take it now.
So I think we made money from my husband's job. He gets paid in stocks. They're automatically sold. So I think we made money there.
How much of a problem is that?
So I'm not sure that it's as big of a problem as Ciattarelli has with Trump putting out those tweets last night, tying himself very closely. I think that people in New Jersey are realizing that he canceled that huge tunnel project that's going to cost 100,000 jobs in both New York and New Jersey. So I think, when Trump is saying the quiet part out loud that he's going to call Trump for advice rather than doing what's best for people in New Jersey, I think that's a bigger problem for that race for the Republican than it is for Mikey Sherrill.
The Gateway Tunnel is an important thing for people in New Jersey. Trust me, I commuted into New York from Bergen County long enough to know that we need a tunnel there. But, I mean, can Ciattarelli pull this one out, do you think?
I think he can. He's pretty close. And I think that Democrats make the mistake of thinking that voters, even in some of these bluer states, have a problem with the Trump administration. I think that they would like, to think that there's a large amount of public disapproval. But I don't think that's the case at all.
Right. Well, we'll find out soon enough how all of this is going to go. And you're thinking Mamdani? Mamdani all the way?
I mean, with the three-person race, I think it's tough for anyone else to win at this point.
I think even with a two-person race, it's tough for anybody else to win. Thanks, folks. We'll see you again soon.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.